Well, folks, I have unfortunately fallen into some pretty hard times, and YouTube still refuses to monetize me. They had my channel and deny doing it. They claim that my channel's not interesting, and yet people who post the exact same stuff I do, they get millions of views, I get 50. Shame on you, YouTube. Damn you to hell. May you burn forever. Anyway, enough ranting. I forgot to play the play intro. I'm sure you were all wondering what the mission's all about. I do apologize for the rather predictable pattern of the rainfall. That's one of the many problems that the remaster has. It kind of removed the random raindrops that the original had. Oh well. I would love to see a remake of this game. Can you imagine all the men walking around in the rain, the man operating the boat, the barge carrying all that coal? Yep, anyway, the lock gate, that's our main objective. Yes, I already completed this one, but unfortunately the recording had no audio. I didn't realize that until after it was already over, so. Alright, mission, Into the Darkness, Yugoslavia. We're not going to get too far on foot, and it's still a long way to the lock. According to the resistance people, there's a German patrol boat anchored in the river. The crew's in the pub. It is vital for our other community operations in this region that we get hold of this boat. First, we have to get through the town. There's several patrols moving out there. Alright. To steal a boat on the island. Used to be civilian clothes. But nope. Due to the fact that the instruction clearly says there's a curfew in the town, it doesn't make sense for us to be wearing civilian clothes. And as for the patrol boat model, unfortunately, the only two games I know that have a decent German patrol boat model is Sniper Elite and War Thunder. Maybe World of Warships also. Actually, no. No. Oh, never mind. World of Warships does not have patrol boats. I forgot. Get men to the island without raising alarm. I actually looked up some pictures of the town, Velka Gradishta, of today. Apparently that island is real. So is that bridge. Although it's obviously a lot bigger. Oh, and by the way, try to find a way to make that boat faster. It's ridiculously slow, and my older brother didn't like it. Anyway, let's see. Let's go. Everyone duck down for cover, just in case. And the artwork of the big box the original game came in, back when games were sold in big boxes, we saw the guy wearing the white uniform with the white civilian clothes with the diamonds on the shirt. He had a Bren gun, and that trolley was on fire. Can you imagine if this game was made nowadays? Wait for the right moment. Nobody's there. Good, run. This guy right here. That's the uniform he was wearing. Well, he had a Bren gun, and that trolley was burning. Unfortunately, this game does run into a giant ugly glitch if you play this game on co-op mode. uniforms just don't seem to go right for some reason. And for the life of me, I cannot remember which door it is that men spawn out of. My little brother would know, but he's not here, and this game is supposed to be demonstrated just me. By the way, I realized that the German uniform has the rank on top of the shoulder straps, not on the side. So, do you know what that chevron that I've got on my sleeve is for? What does it stand for? If it doesn't stand for a rank, there's a guy coming. Right behind the corner. The original game had 2 or 3 guys patrolling the road, and one of them would unfortunately get run over by the trolley. Oh man, here I'd fail the mission if it weren't for the fact this is an old game. The guy would find the body. Hopefully, like I hope to play a co-op mode again soon, very soon. This time with my old man involved. But I worry about that weird inventory glitch. What'll appear to be a submachine gun for one guy will appear to be a knife for the another guy and a grenade for another guy. And then because our computers are not on the same level, there's a bug when we start the mission and we all crash. Or at least the guy where the bug first appeared crashes. My footsteps are way too loud. Oh crap, they were behind me the entire time. I was in sneak mode. Now on co-op mode, yeah, we can knife them simultaneously to avoid suspicion. If anybody speaks Romanian or Yugoslavian, please tell me what that stands for. Gostionica? Gostionica? Doesn't sound like cantina. My favorite milk truck. A one-of-a-kind vehicle only seen here. I remember when I was little, I liked blowing it up just to see if it would blow up. Because it wasn't a drivable model, see. As much as I enjoy the extra challenge, I can't help but feel like this tower does not belong here. Aesthetically speaking, it just doesn't fit. The wood, the wires, just has POW camp written all over it. Doesn't fit properly in a stone building setting. Did the trick. Never know, that thing will sneak up on you. The Hotel Grad, if I remember correctly, is still standing. I really do need to get my hands on that cool camera set that Bald and Bankrupt uses. That Benjamin fellow. Go off on adventure around like he does. Earn money while making videos. And, of course, visit the town of Velkogradishta. Although the town has a different name, if I remember correctly now. I'd have to talk to some locals and tell them that I came to this town because of an old game that everyone has forgotten about. Of course, I already tried that, so I'll tell you this. That turret turns around way too quickly, and the guy should not be aware that I'm there. I tried sneaking up while I'm in my British uniform, and the whole town's quiet, and the guy whips that thing around fast and shoots me dead. Holding this Mauser rifle reminds me, my dad was watching Band of Brothers recently, binge watching the whole miniseries, and one thing we all noticed was that, of course, Lieutenant Winters lost his M1 Garand, and he's using, well, a German Mauser that he captured. But then as soon as daylight hits, we find a dead body with some allied equipment, and he drops the Mauser and picks up the M1 Garand. And I wonder, why not just keep the Mauser or the MP40 that the other guy's got? The other guy dumps his MP40 to pick up the next Tommy gun he finds. Why? Why not just stick to the MP40 and salvage enemy ammo? Just curious. That's like how fast this thing turns around. So much for the element of surprise. Alright, it's two guys. Man, oh howdy, that was fast. Yeah, the 360-degree turn rate thing, I don't know. It's too fast. Hopefully my disguise bar restores. We shall see. Hopefully I didn't make a mistake saving it just now. could be wrong, but it's possible that the uniforms are what caused the glitch in the first place. In a weird switch around, in the original game, you put on the civilian clothes, and then from then on you have to walk. If you run, your disguise gets destroyed, and the enemy shoot you dead. But if you got into the German limousine that was parked across the street and drove, nobody would pay you any mind. But in the remastered game, this game, it was the opposite. You can now run in civilian clothes for some reason, but if you drove in a car, it was game over. A weird switch around. But now we don't know what'll happen because Jacob removed the limousine for some reason that was parked outside the hotel grab. I guess the officer there likes to walk. I'm not going to risk trying to take out that armored car. Although I do think the instructions do say that gendarmes from the entire town are going to run towards the island if once the alarm gets raised. I don't know why they would do that unless we were all there, but for the sake of consistency, maybe you should have more men run towards the island than are normally scripted to do. I remember my dad getting stuck on this map so many times because they would all sit inside the boat, but they wouldn't be in position, if you know what I mean. They wouldn't be taking up the slots, so they'd all die as if they were getting run over. Oh, the Tommy gun's a stealth weapon now, I see. And for the life of me, I've never been able to find a single game or even a Google image of the Mercedes truck. I'm starting to wonder if it even ever existed. Jacob, do you know if this truck ever existed? Because I can't find it anywhere. Everybody knows about the Opel Blitz, but not the Mercedes. I need to find out. Question's gnawing at me. That's odd. There should be two guys right here by now. Not the alarm's been raised. Well, at least we know he's still on the alert. Oak and twig odd. No more milk to go with your coffee. Hope the bartender didn't get hit there. Make everyone hide. Duck for cover. Now throw the Tommy gun away so that everybody knows that it's Allied troops and not the Resistance who did this damage today. That's the guys on Operation Gunnerside did. They left a Thompson submachine gun behind in hopes that the Germans would not punish the civilians. a different model, I think, as well. The light was a bit more protruding outwards, so you could shoot it out. Not anymore. I had a few more thoughts, but I can't for the life of me remember what they were. I remember saying them out loud in the previous video, and then realizing that the mic was turned off the entire time. Shame upon me. Anyway, we'll be at the objective in a couple hours. Metaphorically speaking, of course, in the game-wise. I can't speak for the rest. Anyway, please, everyone, hit the like button and help my videos, grow. I really, really need the money. The situation at home has gotten a bit desperate. So please and thank you, and take care, y'all.